To all my people that rock with Trap and Tools, just welcome, welcome, welcome. This is live. We're in Atlanta. Everybody give a round of applause. I love it.
Here to get this information on financial literacy. Here to get this information on building generational wealth. Of course, trying to get it out the market instead of the mud. Nobody else working for money, we printing it.
If you don't know, now you know. This is the information that he gives us to build one share, build wealth, one share at a time. So if you don't know, now you know. Get with it. He gonna be here all night, 4 hours. All you gonna hear him say, today, drop that beat, it's going down.
And I came here to learn how to build generational wealth. I'm here to be the architect of my family and make my last name an asset. What keeps you going? What keeps you waking up in the morning? What keeps you studying? What keeps you grinding?
And I want us to understand the importance of what we're doing here tonight. I want us to understand that this is not just us gathering to be motivated. This is us gathering to get some money. And in my heart, I feel that, I have what it takes to deliver a message that can help us move the needle to make some money. I want us to embody what it takes to make some money. How can we live in a society of trillion-dollar companies? How can we live in a society of men worth hundreds of billions of dollars and we okay with living check to check? Why is education one of the biggest debts to society that America has? How can we be okay with onions and herbs when there's manna falling from the sky and there was a land of milk and honey? I want us to understand that we have to eradicate what we have normalized and what we have championed, and we have to negotiate a new contract. And when I say negotiate a new contract, I want us to look at the things that we say is success. I want us to look at the people who we say are successful. I want us to look at the harsh truth, and I want us to understand that we owe a debt to our forefathers and our foremothers because they had a vision and we have fallen short of that vision. That's a harsh truth. It's time for us to reaffirm certain values. It's time for us to reaffirm certain blueprints that we have. It's time for us to do that. And I want us to understand that there's a freedom, there's a wealth equality, and there's a liberation that we are all entitled to once we access a certain amount of information. Now, as hard as that may sound, we are all capable. As brutal, as gruesome as a reality that all our people have went through, I want us to understand that we are in position, we have more access to information than any generation that came before us. I want us to understand that our fathers and our mothers did the best that they could do for us, no matter what color you are, but understand that a working class poor is a working class poor. I want us to understand that check to check is check to check and it's bare minimum. I want us to understand that we have the opportunity to leverage not just our lives, but we have the opportunity to change the dynamic of our family, and we have the opportunity to turn our last names into assets, but only if we take the opportunity serious. I want us to understand that we have normalized a privilege, but we haven't taken full advantage of it. And I know we tune in every week, and I understand that America always puts things in front of us to make us smile and to make us spend money. But at what point do we have the discipline to say, I see beyond it? at what part do we transition from being a financial prey to being a financial predator? Like, we the only one do a live show with this much production. Like, we bar none, we just different. We not in competition with nobody.
To see somebody that looks like us talk about stocks, because I had never seen that before.
You know, we buy during the drought, and in recession is the best time to buy.
I feel a whole bunch of wealth up in here, y'all.
Someone who gives me raw and uncut information.
I know how to break down a company. I know how to invest.
Being a more confident investor.
That Wallstreet does look like us, no cliche.
I would no longer fertilize my fears.
That financial trauma has to be broken. We gotta understand that we are more than consumers.
One share at a time can change your life, change your life.
What we doing? What we doing?
We're printing money, baby.
I think over the last couple years, just being in America has made everyone realize that there's no such thing as job security.
It's time to take accountability. It's time to be responsible. It's time to make the sacrifices. It's time to put in the work, because this time it done got worse. Because this time ain't no saving you.
Wallstreet looks like everything on Pittsburgh, man. Stop playing.
Here's what I want you to understand. So this month here gonna be kind of crazy for us. August and September are the top 2 worst months in the market. Write that down. If you in one of the groups, I want you to understand something. I'm not mad at you if you take profit this month, because I don't know how ugly it's gonna get, but we due for a 5 or 6% pullback, and it doesn't make sense to give the market all that money back. How many of y'all know what the VIX is? All right, so the VIX measures the volatility in the market. So when you see the VIX is low or the VIX is high, I want you to understand that when the VIX is high, that means the market is really, 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 really volatile. When the VIX is low, that means the market is really, really greedy. Does that make sense? Like right now, what I'm teaching y'all and what I'm talking about is understanding how the market moves. Your dad is your best friend. This is the blueprint for you. So if I understand, watch this. If I understand that the market has another 66% of the market that's up, that means I can go look at other places. I can go say, well, Trap, where the market is going up at. Here's what I learned. The market is going up in energy. The market is going up in industrials. That's XLE, that's XLI. That's the 2 ETFs. So now for you as a trapper, once you understand where the market is rewarding, now you go go look at those industries and see where you can make great investments at. God damn. Somebody DM me one day and said, Trap, when you start hitting that pin, I know. They said, Trap, when you start doing, hey, Dave, put it up. This is what I got to deal with. This is what I got to deal with. Man, everybody tell Tootie, man, leave him alone. There we go. Like, my goal is to help you play the game and play the game with confidence, not just guess at the game. Because when we play the game with confidence, we can win the game. When we guess at the game, we put the market in the house favor, and we always lose that way. I'd rather hit base hits than to try to swing for the fences and strike out more and get lucky. You can get lucky, but if I can consistently hit a base hit, I'm going to make more money than you. Because if you hit a home run in game 1 and don't hit another home run in game 50, yeah, you did hit the home run. And you may have hit a game-winning home run. But I promise you, when people look at my batting average, they're going to say, that's what I'd rather go with. Because even though he going to hit a home run or she going to hit a home run, Trap going to get me on base. And I'm good with that. All right, so here's my wise word from the OG, and I want to really get into this right quick. I have a fundamental belief that if one of us can make $1 million, all of us can make $1 million. If one of us can make $1 million, all of us can make $1 million. What happens when we making millions our new norm? A wealthy friend of mine once said that you ain't really made it till you had $10 million. And from a from a perspective, I looked at him like, you crazy. Bro, I was homeless before. $1 million is the standard until you make $1 million. And you think $1 million is a lot until you get around somebody that spend $1 million just to bring their taxes down. And you start to realize that they playing a different game. But the reason why they telling you that 10 million should be the norm is because they understand that it's so easy to run through $1 million. With so much division in America, with so much division in the so-called United States, I, the Wall Street trapper, feel a deep-hearted conviction, a deep-hearted responsibility, and an overwhelmingly accountability to fertilize my community and my culture with the knowledge, the tool set, but most importantly, the mindset that it takes to leave the plantation. And the reason why I say the plantation is because one of the things that really hurt my heart was when the slaves had the opportunity to leave the plantation, they didn't have the confidence to walk over. Some of them stayed. They stayed because even though they wanted freedom, they feared the unknown. And a lot of us won't take that leap to the unknown because we're comfortable in what we know. But for the longest, what we know has only got us subpar results.